Thanks for joining me on this one, because what I want to walk you through is one of the strangest, quietly heartbreaking stories the animation industry has produced in years. A finished film, not a rough cut, not a pitch, a complete, polished, audience-tested movie. And it was very nearly erased from existence. On purpose. For a tax break. The film is Coyote vs. Acme. And the fact that you'll get to see it in this August is, honestly, a small miracle. Hi, I'm Kim. This is a Remember K.A.T.E breakdown. I've spent 20 years in the animation industry, layout, previs, and the unglamorous machinery behind the films you love. So a story like this one hits a particular nerve for me. If you appreciate this sort of content, let me know by just gently tapping that like button. All right, let's just jump into it. To understand how Coyote vs. Acme almost died, you need to know it wasn't the first. So let me tell you about a film called The Day the Earth Blew Up. It's a proper feature-length Looney Tunes movie, Porky and Daffy, directed by Browngardt. And here's the small irony I love. It was originally made for a streaming block on HBO Max and Cartoon Network, called, of all things, Acme Night. Then Warner Brothers Discovery restructured, and the film got pulled. Shopped around to other streamers. It even got briefly retitled. At one point it was called Looney Tunes Bubble Brains, which, no. And then Warner's did something unexpected. They decided to put it in cinemas instead. It was rescued by a small distributor you're gonna hear about again in a minute. Ketchup Entertainment. It premiered at Annecy, the biggest animation festival in the world, landed an 86 on Rotten Tomatoes, and made it to screens. A film that was nearly buried. Hold that thought. Because when it happened again, bigger, Coyote vs. Acme is a hybrid, live action and animation, the Roger Rabbit lineage, where Wile E. Coyote finally does the thing we've all wanted him to do. He sues the Acme Corporation for selling him faulty products. Will Forte plays his lawyer. John Cena plays the Acme side. The story was even co-written by James Gunn before he went off to run DC. That's how old it is. The film got finished. It tested through the roof. One of the people who made it called it the best of its kind since Roger Rabbit. And then Warner Brothers Discovery looked at this finished film and decided it was worth more for them unreleased as a tax write-off. A write-off on a film that cost somewhere between $60 to $80 million to make. They were going to lock it in a vault forever and claim the loss. And this is the part that gets me. The director, Dave Green, said he was, and I'm quoting, beyond proud of the final product and beyond devastated by Warner Brothers' decision. Imagine that. Years of your life and a few hundred artists' lives in a film that works, that people loved in the room, and it's going to be deleted for accounting. The backlash was enormous. Fans campaigned. A United States congressman, Joaquin Castro, called for an investigation into how Warner Brothers was handling it. Someone even made a deepfake video of the CEO explaining the decision, because that's where the frustration went. And, credit where it's due, Warner Brothers actually blinked. They reversed course and let filmmakers shop the movie somewhere else. Then came the limbo. Over a year of it, deal after deal fell through, and the company that finally stepped in? Ketchup Entertainment. The same outfit that rescued the day the Earth blew up. They picked up Coyote and Acme worldwide, reportedly for around $50 million, after a push at the Cannes film market to sell it as a global release. And then, recently, the trailer finally dropped. After everything, the shelving, the outrage, the year in the dark, there it was. Cartoon Brew called it a victory lap, and that's exactly what it felt like. Quick one. If you like watching these sort of industry breakdowns and like listening to what happens or what goes on behind the scenes, then the best way of supporting the channel and supporting this kind of content is to subscribe. I know you would have heard that 1,000 times before, but it helps out a small channel so much more than you realize. All right, tap that button, then come on, let's get back into it. So why does a story like this get me so worked up? Because I've been on the inside of finished work. I know what it takes to get a film to done and completed. The number of people, the number of hours, the number of tiny invisible decisions in every single frame. Not to mention all the actors that went into this as well, being a hybrid. Hybrids are so much more complex. When a studio shelves a complete film for a tax break, it isn't erasing a product. It's erasing the work of everyone whose hands were on it and telling them it was worth more gone than seen. That's the part that should bother all of us, whether you make the stuff or just love watching it. And it's why the rescue matters so much. 2 films now, The Day the Earth Blew Up and Coyote vs. Acme, both headed for the vault. Both pulled back out. Somebody decided the work was worth saving. I find that genuinely hopeful. Coyote vs. Acme hit cinemas on August 28. After the road it's been down, I'd say that's worth showing up for. I've got more coming, including a look at the other animated films I'm watching right now, from Brad Bird's Ray Gun to Laker's next stop-motion epic. Subscribe so you don't miss it, and I'll see you in the next one.